Well, hello again, curl friends and guys. Welcome back to the channel, The Silver Crown. Thank you and welcome to the new subscribers. We're so glad that you're here. Looking forward to hearing from you, reading your comments, and having dialogue about the subject that we're talking about right now. If you haven't seen part one of this series, Menopause and the Natural Woman, make sure you go back and look at that video first before you see this one, because it'll help lay a foundation for what we're discussing. Welcome to the new subscribers. Like I said, if I didn't say it already, I want to say it now. I'm so glad you're here. So last week, or the last video, I talked about menopause, and we're still talking about menopause, but I talked about the different ways that menopause can happen. It can happen naturally or it can happen surgically. Now, so this week I want to talk a little bit more about the symptoms of it. You know, the night sweats, the mood swings, the insomnia. All of this is because of a hormone imbalance that happens either because it was surgically caused, you were surgically menopausal, or because it was a natural occurrence in your system. So another thing that can happen, strangely enough, is it can cause hair growth. Now, this is called andropause, and andropause can cause hair growth in women, especially in the chin area, other places that you might not necessarily want your hair to grow. And also, andropause can shrink your hair follicles and can cause thinning. Your hair just kind of gets squeezed out of their follicle, and it results in you losing your hair thinning. You can grow like hair on the face, and you can get peach fuzz, you know, on your jaw and all that. It's because of a different trigger of hormone issues. So, when women are going through menopause, hair loss is always, you know, menopause is generally always the reason for thinning hair and all that. When I was a young girl, I never saw this for myself, but I do remember my mother telling me that her mother used to be able to sit on her hair. Now, wow. I never saw my grandmother's hair that long. My early remembrance of my grandmother, her hair was short, you know, it was curly, it was very fine and short. But I did notice as I got older that her hair was thinning, seemed to be mostly on the top. That's the thinnest part of my hair, is right here, and it's the straightest. So I don't know where you make sure you leave it in the comment section below where the thinnest part of your hair is, because mine is right here in the top. And then, thanks Mom, I've got that. Now, I've always had that. These little cowlick things here, I've always had that. So I know it's not because of menopause. That's just my hairline. Anyway, so what can menopause do to a woman? It doesn't even matter if you're natural or if you're relaxed or whatever. You know, it can make you feel self-conscious about your hair. One of the things that I want to say, and I ended my last video by saying, don't do things to aggravate hair loss, especially if you are approaching menopausal age, or if you're going to go through a surgery that's going to cause you to be menopausal. Don't do stuff that's going to cause you to lose your hair. So think again about putting excessive heat on your hair, using chemicals in your hair, and all this, because if you intend to live a long life, you will go through menopause. And it's just a natural thing that happens to us as our bodies start winding down. I don't know how else to say that. But anyway, there are some things that we can do to better care for our hair. I don't want to make this video too long. I might have to go into a part 3. And that is to keep your scalp clean. Just do everything that you would normally do. Keep your scalp clean. Use healthy oil or butter in your hair. Use conditioner if your hair requires it. Try to use as many natural products as possible, because the less chemicals you put in your hair, the better you'll be. The healthier your hair will be, and the happier you'll probably be. And also, you know, if you're going through this right now, then there are things that you can do. There's things that you can take. Now, again, I want to say I am not a medical professional. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Some women use a natural herb called black cohosh. It helped with the night sweats. I rarely have night sweats anymore. I don't even take the cohosh anymore. You can buy it at your local health food store. Try to get as pure a sample of that as you can. It can help with the night sweats. And in the next video, we'll talk about some other things. But menopause can cause your hair to be kind of wiry and drier and all these things that happen. And if you have natural hair and you have, say, high porosity hair, which is prone to dryness anyway, like me, you need all the help you can get. And I hope I'm not too scattered in this, because there's so much to say about it and I don't want to keep you too long. So you'll have to come back for part 3. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video, where we'll cover some more stuff about that and keep it natural.